Hello everyone, this is Kim Lei with A2Q2, and in this video I'm going to share with you one of the most popular timelines that's been requested of me in the last 4 weeks, and that is a timeline of a company that is going to de-SPAC, which is basically a company going to become public through the SPAC process. And de-SPAC is the process of merging a public company SPAC, which is special purpose acquisition company, with an operating company. And the circumstances here is that we're assuming that your SPAC is going to be a non-accelerated filer or continue as an emerging growth company. So the facts are that the operating company is now going through a financial statement audit, that's the light blue color here, by your external auditors. So I'm going to assume that your SPAC was already public in 2020, and so in 2021 it is now, and in 2020 it got the free pass of being first-time public company. It did not need to comply with SOX. Coming into 2021, it is then an emerging growth company. And this then assumes an operating company is getting, as the SPAC is looking to merge or acquire with an operating company, the operating company is getting their financial statements audited, it's getting its accounting numbers, its quarterly financial statements ready. It's then going to, and it'll do that from the April up to the June timeframe, or probably from January through June. And then starting in July and August, it will then update its S1 and is waiting for SEC comments. While the SEC is working on reviewing the S4, this is when your finance and accounting team actually has a little breathing room, a little bit of bandwidth to start working on internal controls and SOX compliance and putting those in place. That's why. And then we assume that the SEC will get back to you, will clear comments, and you're going to de-SPAC in the September through October timeframe. And yay, in Q4, you're going to be a public company, or the SPAC is already public, but now you're going to merge and successfully de-SPAC. What that means then is all the activities that we would recommend are on the left-hand side, from planning to project management to risk assessment, documenting and assessing controls. And so here are the green bars. I'm going to focus on the green bar and the purple and walk you through the majority of this. Green means we're interviewing and assessing the process and the control gaps. That's a great step to understand where things are and where things need to be when you're operating as a public company. The purple is to give your team a bit of a break, and now looking at actually identifying what are the gaps and being very thoughtful about it. And then the beige is what are recommendations, prioritizing it. What are the low-hanging fruits? What are the remediations that might need to be system, which may take a bit more time, and sequencing it out over the next 2, 3, 4 quarters. And then we do the documentation. And sometimes it seems counterintuitive. You'll say, didn't you want to document what was going on in the initial dark green? And the initial dark green is doing a rough sketch. The light green here in the September-October timeframe is to actually document what is going to be your permanent state, or as close to permanent as possible, between September through the end of the year. Most companies, you're going to be closing your 12/31 year end, you're going to be closing your quarter in October. That's why all of the activities leading up to September 30, we're gathering information, we're talking with people, we're getting agreement on what's going to happen. While your team is closing, the SOX partner, your SOX partner and advisor, can then really do a final job of documenting, whether it's flow charts or narratives. I have a different video on the pros and cons of narratives and flowcharts. You can watch that there. After you close your Q3 in October, and now you're filing your quarterly, your 10K, then in October or in November and December, your team has time, and that's when we recommend doing some walkthroughs. It's not required, but we recommend it because a walkthrough is a show and tell. Then your your process owners are showing from start of a transaction or initiation of a transaction all the way until it gets into your accounting records, your accounting systems, and then accounting financial statements. By doing the show and tell, we can really refine what are people doing, what should the control be. That's also what we call test of design, or TOD, to make sure you have the right design. What's the point of doing a control if it's not designed well? You've just wasted your time. We would rather give you that feedback. We want to make those tweaks and refinements. And then you can see in the month of December and November, it's implementing these controls so that you're walking into year 2022 with a priority of what can you do to improve internal controls, and you don't have a material weakness. These are the things that will help give you, allow you to sleep better at night walking into 2022. So this is one of the recommended timelines. We, of course, tweak it for our clients based on certain circumstances, but at least this gives you an idea. That's it. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great one. Bye-bye.